Let's start with this print-in-place geared pen holder. I printed it with multicolor. Two geared part is printed with spool ends, which I fused together. For that I use SUNLU filament connector. If you want to see how it works, you can watch my review about it. The link will be in the description. Back to the pen holder. So, it's an interesting design. Gears moves smoothly, didn't need to break them free. Printed without problems. If you need some cool pen holder, here is one to print. There are 4 versions of this print. I printed pen holder. There are also decor one, which can be decoration element, pencil container, and piggy bank. As its name says, it's a big sharpener. Height is about 20 centimeters. Design is simple and clean. Printed 11 hours, which isn't too bad. But filament amount is quite much. Little bit more I would like to use for pen holder. That's what I think. You may have different opinion about that. It can hold quite many things, so it's good. Next one is organizer box. I printed 3 box versions, but there are also available 2 and 4 box versions. Let's take a look what features this organizer box have. On the back side seems to be holes which can be used to hang it on the wall. On the top of the box is handle which makes easier to move it. If you print several boxes holders, you can connect them with these clips. If you want to know how I got this cool texture on the leads, I will show you. If not, you can skip this part. I printed these leads with Creality K1 and I used Creality texture plate. It was my first time to use it and it came out better than I expected. To get the best results, do auto leveling before first print. It was quite easy to print these. You just need to have good bed adhesion, otherwise you will have warping issues. Assembly is easy and instructions are available on model site. Leads can be locked with sliders. If sliders are hard to move or don't move smoothly, you can reduce the rails size and print again. You can also sand the rails. There are different inserts available and you can also make custom ones. Printing it takes much filament and also time, so is there a point to print it is the question what will be asked. I tried to find similar design box holders and boxes combo from the web and I did find some. Some were expensive, some can't be delivered to my country, and some with better price. I used this filament to print it. It took about 2 kilograms of PLA, so cost is around $26 plus printing cost. Let's say about $30 total. Price will be less than 3D printed and you can print custom inserts. Holder part took most filament. If you don't want the holder, you can get separated boxes cheaper when buying them. If you want holder also, you can buy boxes and model holder by yourself. You can also print custom inserts for the boxes. So there isn't one answer for that question. So if you have filament to use and time to spend, you print it. Or if not, just buy it if you can. There are also third option, print some things and buy some things. I think it would be the best option. If you don't have 3D printer, but you need something to 3D print, just type in PCBweight.com and start ordering your stuff. There are many different types of 3D printing you can choose from. Different materials. PCBway also makes custom PCBs. They provide CNC milling series, sheet metal fabrication and injection molding. I have printed different bowls, but this one looks way different. It has quite interesting look. The filament I used isn't best yellow color for this print. I printed it with 2 colors using Bambu Lab X1 AMS. I think I can use it as a candy bowl or just decoration. This model isn't free and it cost 4.51 euros. I think it's cool model, but the price is a little bit too much. I used the texture plate I used before. Here is a quick tip if you didn't know before. I cleaned the edges with a knife and now the edges are white. If you want to get rid of them, just use some heat. I printed two different ones, both needed to be glued together. First thing what came to my mind is how it will hold up because it has small teeth, or what these are called. It seems to be quite strong, but how long it lasts only time will tell, but if it breaks you can always print another one. Locking works okay, after some use it should move smoother, so if you want one, why not to 3D print it? Brush Flush is a paintbrush cleaning container which looks like toilet pot. It's also working model, you can flush it. Before you can use it you need to do some assembly. Besides printing parts you need one spring. It's recommended to use some kind of sealer, it makes cleaning easier and prevent water leaking. I used all-weather sealant, not the best choice. I also added some sealant on the edge. It helps the top part to stay closed. You can also use some tape. Before I added any sealant, I tested the valve and it didn't leak or leaked so little that I can't tell. But I still added the sealant to the valve. It wasn't a good idea. It was leaking, so don't do it. You can sand the parts or use thin piece of rubber. I also tried longer spring, but it makes it worse. I printed one white and one silver one to see which one suits best. I chose silver one and glued it in place. Water tank is filled from the bottom hole. Then you need to be careful not to spill water. And the last thing to add is flush button. At the first the water didn't want to flow, but after I lift the tank little bit, it started to flow. It seems to be air blocking the water flow. You can clean your brush inside the water and then just flush it. Dirty water goes away and clean water flows in. It works great, that's cool and also functional print. Push opener is bottle opener which is mostly 3D printed except 3 M3 screws and rubber band. Assembly instructions is available on the model page and it's quite easy. You need one 20mm rubber band, but I added one extra. It looks nice, but the size is a little bit bulky for bottle opener. The size is only issue if you want to carry it around. But does it work? I bought some bottles to test it. It seems that this opener should work most bottles except ones that have wider upper part. Actually it wasn't my first try. I forgot to hit record and I noticed it after I have already opened 2 bottles. I didn't have any problems using it 3 times, but always with this kind of prints we don't know how long it will last. But if it breaks there are also more durable filaments than PLA. Small tripod is printed in 2 parts. 2 bar screws in place. The edge tolerances are very good. It has GoPro brand name on it, but you can use also with other cameras that use same mounting system. Legs folds out. It's printed in place, so I was little worried something will break, but it held up nicely. You also need one M5 nut and thumb screw for fix camera in place. You can place it on the flat surface or you can unfold the legs and hold it. Also, you can tilt the camera. It's a simple tripod that can be bought also. Similar off-brand mini tripods are quite cheap also. If you use printed one carefully, don't drop it, it should last also. I think leg joints are the weak points. If you don't use it much, I think it will be okay. It's 15 cm long version. As the name says, it's tool for making parallel marks or lines. It's a simple tool, but can be very useful. It can be printed in one color, but with two colors, it's easier to see the numbers. You don't need to have multicolor 3D printer to print it with dual color. Just make filament change middle of the print. Shoe hanger is a simple thing, which can help organize your shoes. It's a two-part print which can be snapped together. I printed two versions, one is smaller and the other bigger. Also, there are different length hooks. White hanger is smaller one, which is good for smaller shoes, and blue one is for bigger shoes. On the bottom of the hanger is hole where you can hook another hanger. You can also use these hangers when you dry your shoes. Box cutter with Bambu lab logo. Looks great and easy to print. Tip isn't very sharp, so it don't want to go through the tape easily, but if it does, it cuts okay. But not sharp tip is also a good thing too. There is a less chance damaging things inside. There are different strength tapes, so it may struggle cutting some of them. It maybe isn't the best box opener, but usable. Stencils are great helpers to do perfect shapes, symbols, lines or more. The pages are held securely in place by a series of snap-fit frames. You can assemble these frames with provided rings, so your stencils are all in one place, not lost every time when you need them. You can print 7 different ones and there is one blank one, but you can customize. So if you use stencils in your life, here are some cool ones to 3D print. If you saw something interesting and you want to print it yourself, all the STL files links are in the description as always. If you download STLs, leave a like to Model Designers, and if you also like this video, you can leave a like also. I will be very thankful. You can ask questions or share your thoughts about these prints in comment section. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.